Using lay bets at a $5 bubble craps. Hey everyone, it's Mike. Welcome back to my channel. So our last video, we were playing some basic don't pass strategies, and we played a 6-7-8 strategy using a don't pass. This new strategy that I want to show today is kind of similar. It doesn't use the don't pass, it uses the lay bets. And it's also going to make money on not just the 6-7-8, but the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So let me show you how we set this up. And I can't tell you where I saw this, but because it's got lay bets on the 4 and 10, I'm going to guess it was probably on Waylon's channel, or maybe someone else's channel who saw it on Waylon's channel. I know Waylon loves to play lay bets behind the 4 and 10, and that's what this one is. So let me set it up for you. And Waylon, if this is your strategy, thanks for getting it to me somehow through another person, but I like it and I want to show it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with a $25 lay bet behind the 4 and the 10. Then we're going to follow that up with a $5 inside bet. Okay, so we'll play this on a bubble craps. If you want to play it at the casino, you may want to bump these bets up, double them, so you can play on a $10 table. But basically what you're doing here is we want all of our bets working. So I'm going to turn those on and lock them in. What we're doing here is we will win on a 5, 6, 8, and 9. If a 7 rolls, we lose 24, but we win 24.75 or 25. You win like $1.50. You win a little bit more than $1. So a 7 is not a loss. A 7 is a win, a very small win, but it's a win. You win definitely on the 5, 6, 8, and 9. You lose on the 4 and the 10. And when you lose on the 4 and 10, what you want to do is take those bets down and follow them up immediately with a whatever you're betting behind. So $25, you want to do 25 across. Because what you want to do is if you lost that $25 behind the 10, you want to make it up in the first roll after you lose. So the very next roll, you want to hit a number and make up your $25 loss, and then go take those down and go right back to your original layout. Okay? So let's roll it out a little bit. I'll tell you right now, your vulnerability is rolling a 4 and then a 7, or a 10 and then a 7, because you're going to lose your 25, and when you're trying to make your 25 up, you hit the 7 and you lose the 160. So how many times have you rolled a 4 and then a 7 versus a 10 and then a 7? Remember, your most frequently rolled numbers are 6, 7, and 8. So you're going to roll a 4 and then a 7. I mean, it'll happen, but let's see how it works today. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. There is no foolproof strategy. So let's go ahead and roll. 6 and 8 locked in. Bets are on. Is my turbo mode on? Let's get turbo mode. Okay, let's roll. Let's get a point. There's a 3. That's not a point. Let's get a point. Okay, there's a 9. The point is a 9. The puck moves to the 9. We really don't care. We're not following the puck. But that $5 wins $7.25. We're going to keep rolling. The only time we need to make a change is if we roll a 4 or a 10. Then everything comes down and we go 25 across. If we roll a 7, everything comes down, we hit the repeat button, and the last bet comes right back up. Let's go ahead and roll. There's a 4. Everything comes down. We lost our $25 behind the 4. We take 25 across. We want to get our $25 back on one roll. Avoid the 7. Well, there's the 2. Another 2. So it's not on the very next roll. It's on the next roll that hits a point or hits a number. Okay, there's a 10. So we get our $25 back plus, because that $25 on the 10 pays $48.75 on a buy bet. Okay, so we're positive. So immediately take those down. Go right back to our original setup. Let's roll. Another 4. Take everything down, 25 across. There's a 6. We make it back up on the next roll. Our $25 loss followed by a $35 win. We net $10. Take everything down, go back to your original setup. Let's look at our roll distribution here. We haven't rolled a 7 or an 8, but we've rolled 2 2s, a 3, and 2 4s. That's not what I would call a normal distribution, but it happens. Let's try to get our distribution to look like a normal distribution where we have more 6, 7s, and 8s rolled than we have 4s and 10s. So let's go ahead and roll. Okay, there's a 7. We won $1.74. So we lose our $22 inside bets. It looks like we win $11.87 on both our 4 and our 10. Gives us a $1.74 win. Okay? Now, if you want to, I'm going to hit repeat and bring the last bet up. If you want to, you could put 50 on the 4. Then if you rolled the 10, you don't lose anything. But when you roll the 4, you're going to lose $50, not $25, which means you're going to have to put $50 across. So that might be a little too much for a $500 bubble craps. So I'm going to leave it at 25 on each, the 4 and the 10. Let's go ahead and roll. Okay, there's an 8. $6 wins 7. Let's go ahead and roll. There's a 9. That wins. So again, we want to hit 5, 6, 8, and 9. Those are pretty common rolls. We want to hit them. There's a 6. That's a win. And if we hit the 7, we still win $1.74, just like we did there. So hit the repeat button. Continue on. There's a 6. That's a winner. There's a 10. That's a $25 loss. Everything comes down. 25 across. You got to avoid the 7 right here. There's an 11. Doesn't help us. There's a 4. That wins us 48. So we lost our 25. Our next roll, our next valid roll, we win 48. So we make up our $25 loss plus some. Take everything down, set back up. Now, if you want to play this at a casino table, let's just double everything. Let's go 50 on the 4. Whoops. Let's go 50 on the 4 and the 10. And let's go 10 on the inside. So 10, 12, 12, and 10. Okay? Let's go ahead and roll. There's a 6. That pays $12, pays 14. Our puck goes off, but our bets stay on. We're going to always have our bets working. There's a 9. That wins. There's an 8. That wins. 2, no help. 7 out. Pays $3.50. Hit your repeat button. Keep rolling. Your puck is off. Your bets are on. There's a 6. That wins. There's a 4. Everything comes down. We have to do 50 across. Do we have enough money to do 50 across? 1, 2. Yes, we do. 1 roll. Avoid the 7. There's the 9. We lost our 50 on the 4. We made it up on the 9. We won $72.50, so we made an extra $22.50. But we made up our loss. So take it down. Let's go 50 behind the 4 and the 10. Let's go $10 inside. Another 4. Okay. I'm a little nervous here because eventually we will roll that 7. I just don't want to do it here because I've got $320 out. I do not want to roll a 7 here. Okay, there's a 9. So we make that $50 up plus another $22.50. We made $72.50 there. Take this down. Let's go back to just 25 behind the 4 and the 10. And let's do $5 inside. Give my heart a little chance to slow its beat down because I was getting a little nervous there. There's a 6. That wins $7. There's a 12. That's no help. And there's a 9. That pays $77.25. 30 rolls. Crazy looking distribution here. I definitely need more 7s and 8s to roll, which would help me. But look at all the 4s I rolled. I rolled 5 4s and 2 10s. So even with that crazy distribution, I still came out with a $215 win. So this is a good one. I like it. And again, Waylon, if this is your strategy, I'd like to know what you called it, and then I'll look it up on your channel, and I'll make sure I played it the right way. But I've played this a few times. A couple times I rolled the 4, and then I would load the 25 across, and I rolled the 7, and I lost the 160. If you're at a $500 table, you only have to do that 2 times, and you're out of money. So this might be a strategy even at the $25 behind the 4 and 10 and $5 inside. You might need more than $500. But so far we've made it work. We're up $215 in 30 rolls. So that's going to be our strategy for today. I'm just going to call it the lay bet inside strategy. And I'm going to give credit to Waylon. And maybe someone else who saw it from Waylon that I saw their video and wanted to try it. So hope everyone's having a good day. And as always, thanks for watching.